What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me on these analysis. We're going to be looking at SMCI today. So we had our massive drawdown. We recovered pretty well, and now we're playing above this level of support, but we still have to worry about this downward sloping trend line. Price is practically just compressing tightly right now. We're forming a mini bull flag right here. You can either draw it from here, or you could probably take it from down here if you wanted to. And you have a little bull flag paying out. And if you were to measure that out, it could take you to about 65 or around the top of this wick here. Of course, doesn't have to play out like that, but things are looking pretty good. The two things I do see playing out, like I said in the previous video, is to chop until we either break down below, retest and go down further, or the bullish scenario, which I would like to see and everybody would like to see, is chop, break out, retest, and push up higher. And if that were to play out, then that would kind of make sense on the bull flag as well. We kind of trend sideways until we can finally break this wick and eventually make it to the top of this wick here. On the SMAs, here on the weekly, you can see we're actually having some trouble with the 50. We've rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We're currently at the 5th time right now. We'll see where things end up. We still have a day and 23 hours left before this close. So we'll see if we can get that close above the 50. That would be a perfect scenario, closing above this 50 yellow moving average, yellow and pink moving average, and then pushing back down to it, retesting, and then making our way up. Here on the daily, we are riding up our 20-day SMA, which is very bullish. We're holding it very well. That's pretty much what's forming this bull flag. Honestly, we kind of got like a triple bottom off of it, kind of, or maybe even an inverse head and shoulders. And hopefully it can start to play out pretty well to the upside. But things are looking very bullish as we got our bounce off the 200 as well, the 200 and the 20. So a lot of support underneath the price at the moment. On the weekly RSI, kind of just been trending upward, just kind of crawling little by little and looking pretty well. If you think about it, you can see here we had this deviation, but besides this dip here, we've kind of just been respecting it pretty well. So we got our last bounce off of it, and we're holding above this yellow moving average and above this 15 line, the midline. And it looks like we're trying to break this local high here at 55 roughly on the RSI. Let's see if we break that one. Then we get a little bit of resistance here at 59 or so, and that's going to coincide with this 66 mark here on the price. So 59 on the RSI and 66 on the price for the weekly RSI. And here on the daily, we're looking very good as well. Higher highs, higher lows, nice trend established, and we broke above our yellow moving average. We got a bounce off of it. So let's see if we could break this high here at 61.5 and eventually make it to this double top that we had, which would coincide with this price here. Things are looking very good though at the moment. If you guys enjoy content like this, make sure you like and subscribe and you share with a friend. It really helps with the algorithm and it helps push this content out to more people, and I would truly appreciate that. Anyways, back to the video. Here on the MACD, you can take a look here at the weekly. We tried to get that red flip and we didn't, which is awesome. We held it pretty well, and now we already got the green flip and we're slowly creeping up. It's a very, very slow climb right now. Everything at SMCI has just been slow and compressing right now. You can see it's not a very steep upward swing like we can see here, but when it does get going, it's going to be aggressive. But we are creating higher highs and higher lows. We have a nice trend established here. It looks very nice. And we're about to break into bullish territory. We already got our green flip, and the blue is already established above the orange. So this is looking very, very nice. Of course, we would love to see a move like we saw here. I don't know how likely that is because that was a very aggressive move, but I could definitely see us making it to higher prices though. Here on the daily, creating a bull flag on the MACD, looking very good. We flipped red, but it's so minimal, the volume and momentum, that it's kind of just non-existent. It's kind of just neutral more than anything. So hopefully we can get the green flip and a nice aggressive move to the upside. When you zoom out, you can see that was just a perfect bounce off to 886. And now we're just playing underneath the 0.5 of the 618, which could be another key level of resistance that we're going to have to be looking at. over the next weeks and months here coming up on SMCI. As you can see here, this 48 to 64 region, it's going to be a lot of resistance above our head. So you have resistance above your head with the golden zone to the downside. This is trending to the downside. Understand that? That's what this golden zone is telling us. It wants to push price down. So there's going to be resistance. If we can break through it, we'd be breaking this golden zone. We'd be breaking this level of resistance here on these wicks, and we'd be breaking this downward sloping trend line. So if we can break all three of those, that's going to be extremely bullish because these are all confluenced together to push price down further. So the bias on the monthly coming up to this zone is going to be bearish, but mid to short term, it's pretty bullish though. So we'll see how price reacts once we get inside this golden zone. But every time we've touched it or come close to it, we've gotten rejected. So let's see where things take us when we get there. Ideally, we want to break out of that zone and rally up off that golden zone. Once we break that, that's pretty much going to be the last line of defense, along with this area here. It's here, and honestly, it would really be this whole zone because you have a level here, and then you have a level that's higher up. But you would want to just draw the last zone, so we just stick with this one here and say this is the last line in the sand. And once you break that with this upward sloping trend line, it's game on, and SMCI can really break out insanely higher. So overall, though, pretty bullish on SMCI. This is a long-term hold. Have some in your position, not financial advice. Like and subscribe, share with a friend. Super chat is available, and super thanks is available if you are feeling so generous. I appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.